Now, how much trouble, though, because Tony Abbott started out talking about the possibility of seizing government from the floor of the House. These days he frames it this way. Here he is.
A hung parliament does not mean that the opposition is likely soon to become the government, but it does mean that the opposition should, with fewer seats needed to win, have a better than usual chance of winning the next election.
So he's now focused on the next election and not something disrupting the situation in between?
That's right, but in that same lecture we just showed there, he was talking of putting forward his own reform credentials and put up an idea for a flatter personal tax rate, which his own shadow treasurer this morning on another program said had hairs on it. So that idea lasted all of 3 or 4 days. So I think,
And what are the hairs that they've identified?
Can I take this one?
You can.
I won't go specifics, but 60% of all taxpayers were going to be worse off.
60%?
60%, from around $35,000 to about $94,000 in income. Joe Hockey said he wanted to look after the person earning $50,000 a year, not $50,000 a week. Most of those tax cuts, and this is the Henry proposal for a flatter tax scale. No one pays tax up to $25,000, so the tax-free area is up to 25, and then you just have 2 rates.
But you're looking at them in isolation. Like Joe Hockey also says, that family payments come into this as well, which would compensate.
Well, no, this was the full package, and in fact, Treasury put this stuff out. It would have taken all of 2 seconds for someone in Tony Abbott's office to call this thing up. I mean, I just preparing for this program, it took all about 8 minutes last night to get it off the website, have a quick look. Hello? Most people are worse off. This is why it was a cheap reform. It takes from the middle and distributes to the bottom and to the top.
And this may well be why Wayne Swan didn't take it up when he had the Henry Review and was looking for things to implement before the federal election campaign.
It took him because 6 months to decide not to do it because he sat on it for 6 months. But I mean,
so you don't think the effect on the poor would be ameliorated by jiggling things like family tax benefits and adding more benefits, or whatever? Well, you don't think that could be part of the package? The poor would be better
off under it. It's the middle income earners that are whacked.
You don't think that could be addressed by other measures in the tax?
Well, no, but then you lose this simplicity argument. Once you start trying
Maybe, but I'm just
it's actually very expensive to get another 60% of the electorate back on zero or a bit better off. Yeah. I mean, these things start to cost many millions of dollars.
I'm just saying, isn't it quite probable, in fact, that the whole package need not have the effect that you're talking about when it comes with the inevitable other tweaking that will happen?
It just becomes more difficult to sell politically.
But the whole point is it's a debate.